Tonight in Crisis in the Classroom, a Metro school mother is sounding the alarm after her son suffers a serious injury at school, but she is never notified.
Well, that mother took matters into her own hands. Fox 17 News' Amanda Chin sitting down with that mom who's now pushing the district for answers.
No parent wants a child coming home from school with an injury. If they do get hurt, loved ones expect a call. But in this case, the mom didn't receive anything. Imagine bringing your child home from school thinking everything was okay, but then hours later, noticing a mark on your child's face. That's what Shannikka Sherrill experienced after picking her son Jayce Middlebrooks up from Granbery Elementary in October of last year. Jayce has autism and is non-speaking.
He's vibrant, he's energetic, like he's a ball of energy for sure.
Shannikka says when she picked Jayce up from school, he seemed tired, so she let him take a nap.
Yeah, I tried to wake him and I couldn't wake him. And when I finally woke him, he was, he was lethargic. The pupils were dilated. I was, rubbing his head. I can feel lumps.
She examined his head more closely and realized something was wrong. So she immediately took him to the doctor.
I emailed the teacher and I was like, hey, did anything happen today? Did Jayce fall? Did he hurt himself? She told me nothing happened. He could have nicked his head on a desk or something when he was having an episode.
The doctor told Shannikka Jayce had a concussion. So what happened? You can imagine Shannikka's fear. She emailed the principal asking for an investigation. The answer this time with a completely different tone.
The principal responded and told me she would do an investigation, and she did. And in her investigation, she found out that Jayce was assaulted by another student. He was kicked in the head by another student. And she told me basically the staff members that were there did not know they had to report it.
Shannikka says the doctor could not pinpoint where the injury came from exactly, although she says Jayce has headbanging behaviors. But if Jayce was banging his head, she believes the paraprofessionals and teachers should have stopped him from doing that in accordance with his safety plan. The mother says Jayce is supposed to have a one-on-one paraprofessional with him 95% of the school day. How frustrating was that for you, knowing that no one said anything to you? You had to say something first. You had to ask for an investigation. You had to ask for a report to be filed.
It's hurtful. It was hurtful. It scared me. It put fear in my heart, and it also made me want to, just keep my son home.
Jump, JJ.
Shannikka says this isn't the first time an incident happened. Last school year, medical records show Jayce had a hemorrhage in his eye. While she received a call, Shannikka says a report was never filed. Fox 17 News was able to obtain an email the principal sent to staff, emphasizing expectations when it comes to reporting injuries and communication of injuries. The email says in part, if at any time you see a child physically aggressive with another child, hit, kick, pull hair, etc., it must be reported by you directly to the teacher. This is any child.
I feel like they could have communicated better. They could have did a incident report without me asking. They could have called me when the incident happened. They could have given him aid. I trust them to do their job and to report these instances accurately, appropriately, and timely.
We reached out to Metro Nashville schools and asked if there are checks and balances in place to make sure these communication issues are reported and documented in the future. A spokesperson tells us due to pending litigation, the district is unable to comment.
If you were notified the parent to let them know when it happened, we wouldn't be in this position right now.
Jayce is now at another school.
Are you happy?
Shannikka tells me she had no other choice.
Come on, Way.
And would do anything to protect her son. This mother hopes by speaking out, schools can take a closer look at mechanisms they use for reporting and documenting incidents at school, especially for incidents that happen in special education classrooms where sometimes the students aren't able to speak for themselves. Reporting in the studio, I'm Amanda Chin, Fox 17 News, your Code Red station.